Lawrence. Thanks.
Okay, Brett.
And on the subject of who knew what, when, in the case of those bonuses, we look to Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner's own statements before the date the White House originally said he even knew about the AIG bonuses. Correspondent Brian Wilson has that story.
Secretary of Treasury Timothy Geithner has been on record saying he first learned of the controversial AIG bailouts on March 10th. Not so. He testified before the House Ways and Means Committee 1 week earlier and listened carefully to the question asked by Democratic Congressman Joseph Crowley of New York.
For example, just last month, AIG paid 343 employees of AIG FP, their financial products division, that created the financial hole that AIG is in. And in turn, a multi-billion dollar bill for American taxpayers of $56 million in bonuses, and are slated to pay an additional $162 million in bonuses to 393 participants in the coming weeks.
There it is, 17 days ago. Congressman Crowley telling Secretary Geithner the bonuses were coming, but it apparently did not register or set off any alarm bells for Geithner. His answers seemed to suggest he was pleased with the compensation agreement that had been worked out during the AIG bailout.
Obviously, we want these businesses, we want to achieve the objectives of what we did in AIG. We want them to be able to run their business and restructure, so we're in a better position going forward.
This is the second time public statements on this issue have been found to be in error. Senator Christopher Dodd had to walk back his initial statement that he didn't know who inserted language into the stimulus bill that allowed the AIG bonuses to go forward. He later admitted he and his staff changed the bill at the request of the Treasury Department. Both Dodd and Geithner are coming under increasing criticism for the handling of this matter. Today, House Democrat Maxine Waters said in a radio interview,
"Well, you know, they've got some explaining to do, and I think the president is going to have to clarify to the American public what took place between Treasury and Mr. Dodd. I don't know who said what and when. Chris Dodd said he wrote the language, but that he was pressured practically by Treasury. Maybe the president is not up to speed on what is going on, but I think it is going to have to be clarified."
When asked about this, White House spokesman Robert Gibbs punted.
Again, I think the Treasury Secretary has answered this and has the confidence of the president.
Dodd was back in Connecticut today trying to clean up the mess with his constituents. He said he wouldn't have inserted the language the Treasury requested if he thought it was anything more than just a technical change. That technicality, of course, allowed the AIG bonuses to go forward. Brett?
Brian.